and this computer. Now recording on private. Had a little technical issues, ladies and gentlemen, but when you see whoever we're interviewing, you'll know. I'm Nancy Friedman, founder and chairman of Telephone Doctor Customer Service Training, and this is out of the box interview, which means I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but we have with us a very special guest, and I think my promotion said if you don't know, and I'm going to ask if I'm saying it right, Alesia?
Of course.
Okay, Alesia Visconti, which I love that name. If you've never heard of her, you are living under a rock, because I'm going to let her introduce herself, etc. But we're going to have 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending how it goes, of just stuff that I'm hoping nobody's ever asked her. She does a lot of these interviews. In fact, we're going to talk about the one that she's got coming up. You've got your own interview show, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we're going to talk about that. I do have a few fun questions for you. But I will let you introduce yourself and explain to the one person out there who may not know you or know what you do, or a non-franchise person. And Minnie and Mickey is not, you're not being interviewed today, dear. Okay, this is all Alesia. All right, tell us about Alesia and start from the beginning, because I know you're 10 years old with this business.
Yes. Well, thank you, Nancy, so much for having me on board. I'm already having a good time and we haven't even started yet, right? You're such a delight. You truly are. Yes, my name is Alesia Visconti, and I'm sitting between Mickey and Minnie because the FranceServe convention is at Disney World coming up in July 9th through 12th. So if I'm not with Mickey and Minnie, they get a little annoyed that I'm not hanging with them before the convention. So for those, as you said, who may not know me, and even some that do, who aren't quite sure what I do, I am the CEO and president of FranceServe. And FranceServe is a organization. We're the largest, we're a broker network, we're a consulting group in the franchising space. We literally are business matchmakers. We help investors find the right franchise, and we work with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brands and change people's lives through franchise ownership. So
you sure do.
That's why I get up every morning, and I'm very blessed. I have a phenomenal team. Love what I do.
Well, my father taught me years ago, find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. So we both have that
We
wonderful,
do.
wonderful ability to say, I get to get up in the morning and when my feet hit the ground, I'm having fun. Tell me how you did start FranceServe. I do not know. So I'm probably that one person that didn't know how. I know you're 10 years old. Congratulations. Not you, but the company. But
I'm just a little over the 10-year, yes.
Okay, yeah. How did FranceServe start?
It's a bizarre story, and I have been told there is no one else in franchising that has this story. I wasn't the founder of FranceServe. What happened was I've been CEO, president for a number of years for different companies, always in the service business. And the last one that I had 200 people working for me, was in the employment, was in the careers, helping executives move up the corporate ladder. But 10 years ago or so, 8 years, 9 years ago, I started really seeing corporate America turning its back on people, age discrimination, and women coming back from maternity leave, veterans were getting disrespected. So I got annoyed, and divine intervention, dumb luck, I just started Googling around on the computer looking for how we could help our clients that we had helped for many years, who now were quote unquote too old to be in a job. And I stumbled across franchise consulting, and I thought, what the heck is that?
You stumbled across franchising? Where? How? Who? What?
On Google. I'm just putting in careers and helping and things like that, just keywords. And I saw franchise consulting. I was like, what the heck is that? I never heard of it. Did some research, looked at, all of them in the space, and decided that I was going to join FranceServe. Now, I had never owned a franchise, never even worked at a franchise, but I could spell the word. So I had that going for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I became a consultant for FranceServe. I became someone who helped people become business owners through
Right.
franchising. And
We have my husband stopping in who doesn't know that I'm not doing a Zoom. You want to meet my friend Alicia? I could just, this happens every once in a while, and this is one that look in the camera and you can
well,
say,
I'm going to
well,
wave to Dick. I'm
you
waving
can look
to
in the
Dick.
camera,
I can't.
but you
I
got to
can't
look
do
in the, oh, you can't get to it
What's that?
here. No, he can't get to the camera. I
Well, I'm
apologize,
waving
ladies
to
and
Dick. I
gentlemen.
see him all the time. So,
We'll just take a snapshot.
yes,
Okay. I apologize. He's bringing me in lunch, but we'll take that home, honey,
I was
okay?
gonna ask
no
you,
worries.
you'll be
Okay,
home hours before
I will. Okay.
Okay,
Have a nice day.
have fun.
Love
See you
you.
later.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Nice almost meeting you.
Nice
Nice
almost
to
meeting
see
you.
you,
you
Dick.
said.
Sort of.
I apologize, but that's
It's
my
all
life.
good. It's how life
That's my
is.
life and I'm sticking to it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
you started at,
Yeah, I started as a consultant and loved it, did great, became a top producer. And when our founder decided he was going to retire a couple years later, I got approached, asked if I wanted to acquire Francer, but took me 3 seconds to say yes. And the rest is history, as they say. And
congratulations. I happen to love
crazy story.
But I don't want to take the time to tell my story, but next, when you interview me, I'll tell my story.
There we go.
The little stories that people don't know of how something became rather big and fun and successful
Yeah.
has always impressed me much more than so many other things, because it is, when luck meets opportunity, you have obviously something. I'm going to blow my nose, which is not proper, but
Say, is it allergies that you're suffering? Because
it's not. It's
that's
just
the rough voice in me.
you got allergies?
Yeah, big time.
Well, you're in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's why you have allergies. I
Yeah.
love the necklace.
Thank you.
I was gonna wear leopard, but I thought let my guest be the star. I didn't want
I
to.
figured we'd be
your leopard.
bookends. We're the leopard twins most
Yeah.
times, Nancy.
Our listeners, our watchers, our viewers don't know that we are both leopard neurotics. I think I counted about 15 pairs of leopard shoes.
I totally believe it.
And sadly, I don't wear them anymore. I'm in gym shoes all
Ah.
the time. All right, so let me ask you a question of something that you may or may not have done, but I don't know about it. And I
Sure.
just simply believe you're one of the perfect people to do it. Have you, and if you haven't, why haven't you ever written a book?
Oh, I'm in the process. I'm
I
in the
would have thought
process of
so.
it. Yeah,
Good.
I'm in the process of it. I had 90% of it done, and then I kind of went back and changed it a little bit over time because the world changed. But yeah, I'm in the process of it.
Well, good for you, because I know that will be not only an interesting and valuable but successful book, but there's an awful lot of pride in publishing a book that you've come up with, and you've got the so much information in that pretty little head of yours. All right, so I want to talk about one personal item that you can say,
Sure.
Nancy, let's not go there, and that is every once in a while you're standing with a hunk on a vacation spot, and that hunk never has a name. So I've just been calling him the hunk because you've got a
That is
very
his name. Yeah, I'm teasing.
good partner, husband, lover, whatever it is.
All of the above.
A little bit of both. You have the good work-life balance. And was it you who said why it should be balanced life work?
Life work, right? I'm in this movement to get away from work-life balance because I don't want work ahead of life, right? So yes, my husband Frank and we've been together for a long time. He teases me that because I do, like you just said, the hunk and whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm your arm candy. But he's really a wonderful, wonderful husband. He helps me in business. He helps me in life. And it takes a unique person to be my life partner and husband because, well, I'm not exactly a timid woman. I'm not exactly a wallflower, and he just compliments me in terms of personality and style tremendously. So
I have a feeling, not that we're twins in any means, but we both have a strong personality. We both
yes, we do.
are not afraid. Somebody asked me the other day, did you ever hit the glass ceiling? I said, what glass ceiling? I didn't know there was a glass ceiling up there. But I call him my dick, and that's not fair. But my husband is very similar. He's my arm candy and my strength, and uh, it's good to have a relationship like that, and there aren't many out there.
There aren't, and I will tell you, it's very funny. My husband has been successful in his own career and has done extraordinarily well, and now he's involved with me on certain levels within the business. But you wouldn't necessarily think that we would pair up together. We're both type A, we're both very strong, we're both very successful, and yet it works out really great for us. We have strengths in different areas, and maybe that's why, right? Maybe that's why we complement each
I
other.
totally get that, and I hate the Me Too syndrome. Oh, we're like that too, But I do smell and sense some strong similarities, which both of us need. We couldn't
Yeah,
have married
absolutely.
Wally Wimp. So
Right.
there you go. All right, so you are writing a book. That's number one. We had some other questions here in my notes. Oh, you have 4 letters after your name, and I didn't know what they were. Darn it.
Oh, our certified advanced franchise consultant. There's actually that's the certification that's new that we've it took over a year for us to get involved with for our consultants. So, you have the CFE for
Right.
the IFA rather, which of course I have. But as a consultant, we really also wanted to do more for franchise consultants, because as tremendous as the CFE is, not every franchise consultant is involved with that, or involved in the IFA. So we wanted to elevate the training. I'm a huge believer in lifelong learning and continual, certifications and training. I have my master's, like all of that. So I started doing something a number of years ago called the Certified Franchise Consultant, the CFC, and we did that for our consultants. And it's an exam. It's mirrored after, if you will, the CFE, right? But much more designed for consultants. And now it's taken, as I said, over a year to do the Certified Advanced Franchise Consultant, and that's really a 2-year program for our consultants to go through to earn that. So it's an advanced training on really expertise in being a consultant. It also involves E2 visas and more complex things that happen with resales and things of that nature for a franchise consultant.
Help me out with the consultants. Years ago, we were an emerging franchise. That's yet a whole nother story. But the consultancy came around just about, you were one of the first, if not the first. And I want to say nobody really knew what they did. Ooh, when your elbow falls off the table. Jesus, all right. Bottom line, your consultants, and you have how many consultants?
Oh, good. I would say over 600. I don't know off the top of my head.
Man, I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah,
One of my dream jobs, which will never
lot.
happen because I've been outlined because of this damn cancer anyway, was to speak at one of your conferences. That was a dream, but
it'll
I don't
happen
think it's
one
gonna
day,
happen.
girl. It'll happen.
Yeah, and I wonder because I've been sidelined, as she says, please don't go stay in crowds. I had the lung cancer. They don't want me anyway. Bottom line, you were right. The first one I thought, oh, really, if I could just help those consultants, and I since then have met. In fact, I think we've done a couple of Zoom programs for your folks.
Yep, you have.
And you got another one coming if you ever want to.
Yeah,
What do you want to say about franchising to close this up? I don't want to keep you too long, but I've got a dozen questions. We can do this another time.
I was gonna say we could chat forever, Nancy. You and I. But I think for me, I really do feel very blessed. The 2 hashtags that I use the most, to the chagrin of my marketing people, is I use the hashtag changing lives and the hashtag love my job. They were always after me that I need to use hashtag FranServe more, but I really believe that. As dramatic as it sounds, I think franchising does change people's lives.
Oh yeah.
Their community, their family. We create generational wealth. We've created millionaires. It's such a freeing experience for people to be able to control their destiny. And I feel like I fell into it, and I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world because of that.
Well, you are one of the luckiest people. I'm the second luckiest. Dick just
And
snuck
our
in.
husbands are, I think our husbands are the luckiest ones, right, Nancy?
I tell him every night, do you know how lucky you are? Yes, dear. He's got a shirt a friend gave us that just says yes, dear on it.
I
So
love it.
that's good. You have so much intelligence and so much fun things, and I know that you do a lot of interviews. Tell them about your interview, your talk show, or whatever. How
Yeah.
real quick so they can know. Oh, she's gonna have her own.
Yeah, I tell you something, I thought about it, and so many people have said to me, why haven't you done this? You know, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done this? So I teamed up with Jack Munson. We're going to be starting that. Actually, my first recording with him is tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And I'm wondering if I should give the name or if I should just hold off a little bit in case we tweak it.
Hold off so that everybody can
Yeah.
say, I wonder what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think Jack Munson's wonderful, and I hope, and I'm gonna tell a little story on myself and him. I did something that frustrated him a couple of years ago, and if he's watching, he knows I'm on bended knees, ready to kiss the ring. I, I'm going to tell what happened because to me it was funny. To Jack, it was like the worst thing in the world. Um, I don't know if you ever found a picture of somebody that you thought looked just like somebody else. So I did. I found a guy on television and I thought it looked like Jack Munson. So I took a picture of the guy and I posted Jack and I posted the guy. Within 30 seconds, Nancy, remove. And even without hearing his voice, I could hear his voice,
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, what did I do? So I took it down. It wasn't up 30 seconds, but he's got such a large audience, enough people probably saw it. So I've been on bended knees to him. He is a wonderful, wonderful person. So Jack, if you're watching it all or listening, I know he doesn't hate me. I don't think Jack
Probably
has
doesn't even remember that, Nancy.
Yeah, right.
You know, he probably doesn't even remember it, but
He
I hear
probably was drunk that night, didn't even know it. Yeah, right. But he knows I felt bad, and I just think he's one terrific guy, and you're very lucky to be working with him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun too.
Oh, well, again, I'm going to hold this off so that maybe we can do this again. Alesia Visconti, founder, president, CEO, you named the title, she's got it. Thank you for joining Nancy Friedman. No, we're not emerging anymore.
No.
But I've enjoyed you. I think you're terrific. And I got to do a shout out to Rose. I do have a
Oh, Franchise Dictionary Magazine. You asked me, about the book. Of course, I got to publish something, right? I own Franchise Dictionary Magazine, and yes, Rose Mango is a delight. I am unbelievably lucky to have her.
So Rose, thank you for all you do for me, Telephone Doctor, and our articles. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. I don't know where you're going next, but you have fun. Make it a great day. Stay on the line while I close us off. If I can, stop it. Okay, so hey, stop recording.